Hello, my friends. Oh. You're a little bit tilted, but I hope it's okay anyway. So, welcome to my album demo club. This is a new sort of little beginning of a new era. And I mean, I have been showing you unreleased songs and song ideas and acoustic recording of the songs and stuff like that, you know, for a long time, but I wanted to sort of make a bit of a relaunch of the demo club because I have a clear idea of what I want it to be the coming year. As you know, I have been writing and recording for my new record. And the songs are slowly taking shape. I have produced a couple of them by now. And I wanted to basically create a little record of my demos. Because as I now have been properly... Okay, let me say this I have to think through what it is I'm trying to tell you. When I write a song, I write it all by myself in my room. And I usually write in the production. So I produce a drum beat in the computer so that I get a rhythm. And then maybe I clink some chords on the piano. And then I add maybe some effects in the computer to the piano. So maybe some reverb, just to create like an atmosphere. And then I write the vocals. So I write the melody and the lyrics, because the production, the rhythm and the atmosphere gives me the sort of the story, and I see a world and I can write the story to that world. So the lyrics come more easily. And I record my demo exactly as I hear it in my head when I write the song. But what I wanted to do with this album demo club was my demos, when I bring them to my musicians, and my musicians start adding, you know, they are obviously experts at their instruments. I'm not an expert at drums. I can't play the drums. So when I give my demos to a proper drummer, he will change the beat and play it differently, you know, as a real drummer would play it. But what was so cool was, now that I have produced 4 or 5 songs already, I listen back to my early demos and I compare it with the real production of how you're going to hear it on the record. And I hear it's so cool to see how a song can go from, you know, how it can take so many different shapes. And I wanted to basically show you the first demos because they still sound pretty good. And I want you to be able to see how a song goes from a raw idea to a finished album recording. So in the end, I'm not going to show you all the songs before the album is out, because I want you to hear the record and sort of hear the songs for the first time, because that's the cool thing with an album release. But, you know, the songs that I haven't shown you before the record release, I'll give to you later. But this first song that I'm going to give to you today is called I Saw It in a Dream, and it's a fairly new song. I wrote it a couple of weeks ago and I'm going to show you in my computer how I wrote it, how I came up with the story, and the cool thing is that I haven't produced this yet. So I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna move forward with this song now. The next step for the production and what my musicians will do. And then the cool thing is that when the song is released, you're going to get to hear it on the record and know that you were there from the start, and you're gonna be able to hear the progress of the song. The album demo club will obviously also get other unreleased songs, just like always. And I already have 3 acoustic songs lined up that I have recorded now, like just acoustic demos that I'm gonna give you together with live sessions. And yeah, I'm going to properly bring this demo club alive. So let's get into the song of the day. So this song that I'm now calling I Saw It in a Dream, the night I wrote it, I called it Don't Run Away, because I will show you later. When I write, I'm just sort of humming, and this is the hum track. So depending on if you already have listened to the song or not, I will just show you the first verse here.
Traffic lights passing by, driving safely, day and night, staring out, can they save me? Hey, I feel you close.
Alright, so basically when I wrote this song, this is, for those of you who don't know, a program called Logic. This is what I'm using to produce and write and record. I started this by coming up with this little riff on the guitar. And this is cool because it's just an acoustic guitar that I threw an electric amp on. So it got a little bit of grit. So it sounds like this now. Oh. For those of you who are music nerds and actually know what I'm doing, I will show you my whole project here, so you can see how I have mixed it. So here is the guitar track then. Oh, maybe you can't even see it. I have an EQ, this is a compressor and an EQ, and here we have an electric guitar amp. So as you can see, this is all, digital tools, which is amazing that it's amazing to do this on the computer because the writing process is so fast, and I wouldn't have time to sort of pick up an amp and, get all of it together, because then the inspiration would be gone. So whenever I feel like I have a song coming, I can quickly open my computer, I just throw on an effect and I have it there. So anyway, I started with this guitar. I was just jamming it one night and I liked this riff. Then I have a loop library with just drum loops because I'm not a drummer, so it helps that I can just find pre-made loops like this. And it sounds like this then with the guitar and the loop. That's the drums. Just a steady beat. Gave me a little bit of a sense of what I'm doing. Then I added this little piano piece here. Super subtle, but it adds a little bit of atmosphere. A lot of reverb. Right? And then that's how I write. This is my background, and I write a vocal melody on top of this. I just sort of close my eyes and I hum. So what I'm going to show you here now is a bit embarrassing because this is how I write, and there are no words that make sense, but it's the writing process and it sounds terrible. I'm just singing, no microphone, just straight to not lose the idea. So it sounds like this. So as you can hear, I'm not saying any words, but I heard this melody. Don't run away, do-do-dee, do-do-dee, ah. Do-do-dee, 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 ah, ah. That's what I heard. And don't run away, can't you stay, can't you hate now? I need your name, need your king, can't you stay now? Right? So that's what I worked with. And then this is the second vocal track I did. Then I slowly built lyrics. Traffic lights passing by, driving safely, day and night, staring out, can they save me? And that's really how I write a song. And one of the things that I really love about writing songs, I can switch the screen. One of the things that I truly love about writing songs is when I get to start writing the lyrics. See if I can put you here again. Because that's when the storytelling happens. When I already have the melody and I have the musical background and I close my eyes and I'm just listening to the music, you can try it yourself. So if I turn my vocals off and I listen to this over and over again. Oh. And those little things, ding, 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 they reminded me for some reason about the flicking light when you're driving fast at night and you see the street lights flicking by. So for some reason I thought of traffic lights. And then in my head I was taken to a scene where I'm sitting in a car, driving late at night. I see everything passing by really fast, and that's the scene I wrote in. And you know, when you have come that far in the writing process, you both start to relate to your own life. Or this is how I write. There is no right way to write a song, but this is how I write. That's when I start to relate to my own life. I start to see in my head all the real times in my life when I have been sitting in a car late at night, driving, seeing things pass by, and maybe I was taken back to a certain moment and remembered it in a way that I would never have thought of that moment ever again if it wasn't for this song. And then I also, you know, that's the cool thing with being someone who takes in a lot of art, because I also read a lot of books, and you watch movies and TV shows, and I have my own life, and that's when you can draw from fictional worlds, real worlds, everything that you own, and I can write a unique story from that. And that's, I guess, when I start to call myself a storyteller, because in the end then, writing the lyrics is just about being an author, you know, writing a story, and I start to puzzle the words together, and slowly I see like, oh, that's what the story is about. And so in the end now, I didn't know what I wanted the song to be about. I just knew that I had a scene with driving late at night. And now in the end I'm calling it I Saw It in a Dream, because I wrote this story and afterwards I heard it and I'm like, it sounds like something like a scene from a dream, you know, in a movie. Like it could be the soundtrack to a movie scene, someone who's in a blur dreaming about this. But it's also autobiographical, some certain verses, me remembering parts from my own life, sitting in a car thinking about something specific. So that's how I wrote this song. And now this demo is yours. So you can download this demo below in the post. And the idea is that by the end of the album cycle, you will have, depending on how many songs there will be on the record, maybe 14, 15 songs that you will have heard from the beginning. And this was a very long video because I wanted to introduce the idea. But I will try to do those videos where I break down the song and just sort of tell you how I wrote it and what it's about and how I created it and how I, get on with it. And in the end, you will hear the proper polished released record, but also know how it was created, which is super cool for me that you know. Now you're falling. So I also wanted to tell you then how I'm gonna keep moving forward with this song. So what I'm gonna do is basically now, ooh, I don't want you to fall. Now I will send this demo first to you, then I will send the exact same demo to my musicians. I have a few different people that I work with depending on the song, because some of my friends are a bit or love more sort of acoustic music and other friends love more this kind of music. And so for this song I'm gonna ask a guy called Alex to basically replace my drum loops with real drums. So I have a proper drummer playing real drums. Then I will ask my guitar player cello to replace my little guitar line here with first of all an electric guitar, but also, just play it with a bit more feeling and tighter so that it sounds better. And then I think the pianos sound quite okay because they're just effects, so maybe I will actually keep them exactly as they are. And then I will ask my bass player Freddie to play the bass, because there's no bass on this right now. What else? And when I have all the music, I will replace my vocals with a final vocal take and make sure that every single word is exactly as I want it to be. Then I will send it to a mixing engineer, and I will tell you about who's mixing the record a bit later on. Then I will send it to a mastering engineer, and then it's finished. So that's how I make a song, and now you know how I made this song. I hope you will like it. And please also let me know in the comments if you think this is a cool idea, if you enjoy hearing about me breaking down the songs, if there's something like specific with this that you would like me to focus more on, for example like writing the lyrics or writing the vocal melody or mixing, or you know, whatever you're interested in, and I will focus in on that for the next song. Please let me know what you think, and thank you for letting me share this journey with you. Love you guys.